welcome to another YouTube video with me. This video is about how to be more positive and the things that you can implement in your daily life to make yourself feel a bit happier. But I just want to start off by saying that it's impossible to be happy every single day. Like some days you might wake up and you just feel like a bag of poo, or you know, there's ups and downs basically. But overall, in general, I would say that I'm relatively happy. I'd say there's not much that annoys me anymore. And it's been a really long process to get to that point, because I remember back in the day when I was at college and that sort of, and going to uni and stuff, my headspace there compared to my headspace now is just completely different. And I know that growing up or whatever and maturing probably comes into it a little bit as well, but I just feel like over that period of time there was a bunch of different things that I sort of learned. So this is a video sharing all my top tips. When I decided to write a list about all the things that I feel like make me feel good and happy and positive, this popped into my brain first, and that is diet. Honestly, I think diet has the biggest impact on how your body feels, how it makes you feel, how it makes you react to things and everything like that, because it's just what you're putting inside you. So it makes sense. So for example, if I go out and eat like junk food now, I know that the next day I'll be feeling groggy, tired, low energy, bit down, and that's because I've just stuffed my face full of poison and junk food and seed oils and all this horrible stuff, and my body's thinking, oh, we've been poisoned, quickly try and deal with this situation down here and neglect your noggin. That's my theory. When you go to the supermarkets, literally just buy whole foods. You know, if you're feeling a bit crappy one day, just eat an apple and grapes and pineapple and cherries. Next one is surround yourself with positive people. I feel like this has a massive, massive, massive influence on my life. Like, if there's somebody that you're hanging around with and they are just so negative or always complaining and they've just got all of this drama around them, it's just going to drain your energy and just make you feel really rubbish. So just limit your time with them. You don't have to cut off all your friends. You can still keep them there, but just be aware that they're like that and you don't want to be like that, so you're just gonna spend more time for yourself. Be honest with yourself about your flaws. So you just have to recognise the things that make you feel angry or upset or stressed out or just moody in general, and just like be aware of them. So for example, one of mine is rushing. I hate rushing. It makes me panicky and then I just get in a right strop. I don't like being rushed. So then I'm aware of that now, so I'm like, okay, well, I need to make sure that I get up a bit earlier, or I need to pack my bag the day before, or I just need to know what time we actually have to leave, and all of these things, so that I avoid getting myself in a situation where I'm rushing, because then I'm going to be stressed out and then I'll just get really annoyed. But that could be related to anything. Like, for example, every time you get in your car and the traffic light turns green, if that person in front of you doesn't go straight away, you get angry. Go, like, and you're like, God's sake, can't you just go, and like pushing your horn or whatever it is that you do. That's just bringing your energy down. Like, that's just so pointless, and it literally achieves absolutely nothing but just makes you feel bad and puts you in a bit of a bad mood for literally no reason. And the thing about situations like that is it's wired into our brains to feel that way. So you'll be in the car and something will happen and you'll instantly get angry because your brain says, I'm in a car, this has happened, that equals me being angry. It's really hard to rewire your brain to not automatically think that way and to think this way. Oh, that car in front hasn't gone, that's really annoying, but it's alright, they'll go in a minute. Okay, so then on the flip side, it's also equally important to understand things that make you feel good and happy and positive and calm. Like, for example, mine is walking. And go, like, maybe going to the gym, or yeah, hanging around with certain people. But I think that focus more on the things that you can do on your own that make you feel good. So mine is walking. So I'll put my headphones on, walk 10 or 11, 15 minutes in one direction and turn around, and then I walk back. It literally takes half an hour out of my day. You can do it even less time than that if you want to. And I just put my headphones on. Sometimes I listen to music and sometimes I don't, but it's not like music with lyrics. I just listen to mindfulness meditation, so it's kind of like this really relaxing sounds, and literally just pop those on, go for my walk. When I look at my timer and I'm like, oh, that's been about 15 minutes, I turn around and I just walk that route back, and it just makes me feel so much better, so calm, so happy, And like I've done a bit of exercise as well, which is always a bonus. And it literally just takes no time out of the day at all. And that really, really helps me. Not relying on anyone else. Not like one of these things that's like, oh, I'm happy when I'm at the pub with my mates. Because then you're relying on all of them for your happiness. Do you know what I mean? It's just your independent little thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like maybe you go to the gym on your own, or you go out for a walk, you do some exercise, or maybe you just sit on the grass by yourself and you listen to some music, or maybe you're reading a book, or you're making something. Just literally anything that makes you feel good, and really dedicate the time to do that, because it is so important and it really doesn't have to take long. The next one I wrote down is speaking positivity into the universe. So going back to what I said earlier about your energy and feeling other people's energy and stuff, the energy that you put out into the world, you'll get back. So, you know, you just say positive things. You don't have to go up to a stranger and be like, oh my God, I love your dress, or you look really nice today, or whatever. I mean, that's fantastic and it's really nice, but it's also really ballsy and kind of a bit awkward. But just when you're out and about and maybe you're in your car, you don't even have to say it out loud, you just say in your head. You can just be walking, or you can be in your car or whatever, and you can just say, I'm going to have a good day today, or oh, so happy that this happened, or oh, I love my hair today, it looks well good. Whatever it is, just like these positive things. You can just say it to a mirror, you can say it to no one, you can say it in your head, whatever it is, but just be aware of that. Just think, oh, yeah, I'm so lucky to be here right now. I'm so lucky that these people are my friends. I'm so lucky that blah, 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 so on and so forth. But you're just, like, increasing this positiveness in your whole body. When I was at college, I never used to do any of this stuff. Literally nothing on that list I used to do when I was at college, apart from the gym. But even that, I didn't do it properly. And since I'm just a completely different person since then. Anyway, okay, so I put down, always try to think about positive outcomes even when the situation isn't positive. So again, that's just a case of rewiring your brain to think differently about situations. I don't know if anyone on here is like massively spiritual or massively believing in the universe and whatever's meant to be will be, but I do, and I feel like that really helps me to feel positive about any sort of situation. So, for example, if I missed the train that I needed to get on because I needed to get here and I needed to get there, instead of thinking, oh, this is a nightmare, I'm so annoyed, like, and getting yourself all angry about it, just think, okay, right, this is a situation, it's done now. So instead of getting annoyed about the fact that I've missed my train, which actually is the most minor thing anyway, you could just think, well, I wasn't supposed to get on that one, so what we're going to do, we just solve the situation. We might have to be a little bit late, or get a bus, or get a taxi. It might cost me a bit more money, but it is what it is. Like, this has happened now, so that's it. Sometimes what I like to think is that the universe is just guiding you. So if you miss that train, it's because you wasn't supposed to get on it, because you're supposed to go this route and meet this person and get off here and see this and notice that, and it's like the butterfly effect, because every little thing you do has a massive effect on like the rest of your life. It's actually proper deep when you really start thinking about it. But yeah, so just trying to see the positive even in negative situations. So even if something awful actually does happen, like someone dies, for example, and obviously that's really, really upsetting and really horrible thing to go through. But instead of thinking, I'm so upset, this is so out of order, this person has passed away and blah, 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 think, yeah, it's sad, I'm allowed to be upset about these things, but also it's so nice that we did actually get to spend that time together and they were in my life and we've got all these really good memories, because there's so many people out there who don't have that. And especially if we're talking about, you know, having somebody that's passed away that you were close to or whatever, that's such a personal thing. No one else in the whole world had that relationship with that person. You were the only person that got to feel that. And that is a positive. Everybody at some point is going to experience loss and like tragic things. It's inevitable. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to live like for all these years, bad stuff is going to happen. Yeah, it's okay to be upset about these situations. Obviously it's upsetting and you can cry your eyes out about it, but don't just get so angry and worked up over a situation that you can't actually do anything about. The best thing to do is to just try and process it in your mind and think about the positive from these situations. Okay, next one. Oh, this one is on the list, but I don't think that this should be on the list because I don't even think I do this very well. But I've put, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Everyone compares themselves to other people. Which is true, yeah, but I do still compare myself to everybody else. Which I know is really bad. But I think when your job is quite competitive, it's impossible not to do that. Like, there will be someone at the top of the food chain, won't there? And you'll be like, oh, they're so much better than me. They do this, they make more money, they drive a nicer car, they've got a bigger house, they've got this, they've got that, they've got better hairline, they've got nicer teeth. Like, I just feel like we always are comparing each other. Like, we're just constantly doing it all the time. If we didn't do that, we would be so much happier. But I think just like understanding that everyone is comparing themselves to everybody else, like literally no one's happy, sort of makes you feel a bit better. But actually just be aware of the fact that you're comparing yourself to somebody else, and just think in your head, stop doing that, brain. Stop comparing me. Because I am my own me, and I'm on my own timeline, and I'm doing my own thing. And even your absolute idol, guarantee now, that person that you really look up to and you think, oh, I would do anything to have their body or their TikTok views or their car, they are comparing themselves to somebody else and saying, oh, my car isn't the best, I want their one, or this or that. Like, you're just never going to be happy, never going to be content if you're always just looking for the next best thing. So just be happy with what you got, alright? Okay, then this is the last one I put down. I think we touched on this a little bit earlier, but it's basically just dedicating the time to do things that make you feel good. Like, actually make them a priority, because they are really, really important. Instead of rushing around and doing everything for everybody else all the time, think, no, I'm going to go to the gym this evening, and that's what I'm doing. You can cook your own dinner, sort yourself out, that's what I'm doing. I need to have this time for me to do something that I want to do. Because otherwise you're just in this like little rat race circle of going to work, coming home, cleaning, doing this, doing that, go to work, come home, clean, pay bills, like, and you're just going round and round and round. And then without realising, all these years have gone past and you haven't even lived, or you forgot that you really like painting or reading, or you were really good at making cakes or something like that. You would just like lose yourself, and that's just so shit. So you do need to make the effort to dedicate time to do something you want to do. If that is making a cake or running or lifting weights, literally just anything is so important to dedicate the time and make sure that you are doing that. So there you go, they're my top tips. That went on for ages. I can talk for England, we all know that by now. But yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. I think it's quite nice actually just to listen to stuff like this whilst you're whatever you're doing, I don't even want to know. But yeah, either way, thanks for watching my video, really appreciate it. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon.